Welcome to the Daily for Tuesday, September 13th with Greg Lawless. I'm Jason Seguini. Champions League back in action tonight. The LA Galaxy headed down to Mexico to take on Morelia. For the LA Galaxy, though, Greg, no Juninho and no Beckham.
Yeah, and really not a surprise here that he didn't bring David Beckham because basically want to get him a little bit of rest. There's no need to take him on those travels when you have the playoff push coming up and then, of course, the playoffs. But what does this do to the midfield for the Galaxy? Not really much. I think Chris Birchall maybe slides into the middle in the way that Sean Franklin's playing on the right side. They've got plenty of thrust coming out of the midfield anyway, and the way that he can get forward. And of course, coming in from behind them, Frankie Hayduk on the right side as well. And of course, Landon Donovan is still up top to score all the goals that they're going to need if they're going to get a win against Morelia.
All right, that game 8 p.m. Eastern time on Fox Soccer Channel. After that, at 10 p.m. Eastern, is the Colorado Rapids hosting Santos Laguna at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Santos bringing their first team to Colorado.
I think this is probably the more interesting match of the night because Santos Laguna in third place in their group. They already lost one match early going in the group stages. Now, the Colorado Rapids looking good, although they've struggled a little bit in terms of play on the field. They've gotten the wins they needed, but they haven't necessarily looked great. Santos Laguna, of course, all of that rumors of Bob Bradley maybe taking over. Now they come to the United States. I think they're coming out to make a statement in this one that they want to put a stamp on Group B in CONCACAF.
Speaking of Bob Bradley, the last team he was coaching, the U.S. national team, in action October 11th at Red Bull Arena against Ecuador. We told you about that game earlier, but now confirmed at Red Bull Arena. That game will not be played in Connecticut, where originally believed. Greg, we got to get to this. 24 under 24, we finally get some names today coming out.
Well, you know, yesterday we actually launched the fan vote and showed what the fans voted for their top 24 players under the age of 24. We also put out some of the names that didn't make it into the top 24, so be sure to check that out on MLSsoccer.com. But today, yes, we launched the countdown. It all starts today on Tuesday. We're going to put out numbers 24 down through number 20. So all day long, we'll be releasing those names.
Of the names you'll see today, 2 Philadelphia Union players and also the youngest player on the countdown. Final note, we should mention Extra Time Radio yesterday. Speaking of young players, Teal Bunbury on the show and also Kyle Beckerman from Real Salt Lake.
Well, not quite as young as he used to be, Kyle Beckerman, but really rounding into form for Salt Lake and the U.S. national team. He had some interesting things to say about RSL chasing the Supporters Shield and how he thinks they still have a chance to catch the Galaxy for that.
As always, you can get Extra Time Radio on iTunes or Buzzsprout. Enjoy the Champions League games tonight, and we'll be back on the Daily tomorrow.